All right, guys, it's Paul Singh, the Market Speculator, with the trade report for Wednesday, October 2018. We are completely in cash right now, no positions. We got out of ERX yesterday, Netflix before that. A couple of nice wins after a period of a few small losses and break evens. So it's nice to book a couple of nice wins there. We've talked about having some concerns in the market. The market is down this morning between, depending on the index, 0.25 and 0.5%. Oil is also down after being extended. The concerns that we've had in the market are still playing out. SPY not really moving forward here. The Qs, we can see here, pulling back, still holding the 9. So as long as they hold the 9, pretty good. But our concern has been the broad-based market, IWM. Now, IWM did bounce a little yesterday, which is expected, when this thing has run from 173 all the way down to 164, 165. Now the question is, does it continue? And two levels we're going to watch very closely on IWM. One, does it break this range that it's starting to make right here, around 166.50, we'll say. Then the 9, and then the 50-day moving average. These three levels near term, and then obviously there's movement up here. But first we have to clear this range here. If we can clear this range, or if the market can clear this range, then we would get back to being bullish. But until then, we're going to take it easy. We do have earnings coming up. It's going to be very stock specific in the sense of trading catalysts, trading stocks that are showing relative strength. A couple of areas to watch. EWZ, we've talked about Brazil. It's made this really strong move here. It's pulling back this morning. But now we need to see it clear this range right in here, which would be 37.60, and its 200-day moving average. That would get it back heading towards somewhat of an uptrend off bottom formation. And we do, when we pull this out, you see this W pattern, bottom formation very clearly. Now, ideally, I'd like to enter on the break of the W, which would be right here. The problem is the 200-day is right above that. So the question is, do we play it on a break of 37.50 or do we wait here? And I'll make that decision depending on what we see with price action. But Brazil, top of the list, and obviously we trade BRZU. Biotech, still showing some strength here. It's going to be at the top of our list. The two ETFs we'll be watching are LABU, which tracks more of the mid caps, and then BIB, which is the bigger stocks, and is actually doing better now, which is a change because before it was the mid cap biotechs that were doing better. So we've seen a little shift in biotech. Financials have been beat down. Now we're going to watch to see if they break the 50-day moving average. Remember, we're going to trade very cautiously now. We are still market neutral from being slightly bullish before. A few stocks to watch here. Shack had a deep pullback, but has remounted the moving averages, tested the 9. If it starts to continue here, we could enter Shack, NPTN, and you'll notice here we're going for some of the names that haven't been on our list. So this was post earnings breakout. Looks like it might be coming back and ready to test the 9 range. MNK had pulled back off a nice bottoming trend and earnings breakout, and is showing strength at the 9 and the 50-day moving average. A lot of room here up to 36, so we could basically risk, and the problem is it's gapping down this morning, so the setup might be invalidated. But we only would need to risk about a point for a potential 5 points. Cyber, been on our list for a while. We need to see a break of the 9, so if it gets up here over 75.50, we could potentially trade it. Wow, is really set up right now for a move up to 13 and match here. Same thing. We want to see it break the 9 EMA. Some of the FANG stocks, Facebook, we're still waiting to see if it bottoms here or not, but we don't have any indication. Netflix we got out of. We'll see if it holds a 9. And then Amazon pulling back here. Hopefully it pulls back and gives us a good pullback entry at maybe the 50-day moving average. Google, we need to see the remount of its 50-day moving average. And then Apple has been the best of the bunch here and is breaking the highs. And we need to see a pullback here. It's very Extended, not something we could enter here. Tesla, nothing to really do with it at this point, unless it clears some ranges. ISRG, we've been watching, but looks like it might pull back here. And if the market does pull back here, that would be great for us because some of these extended stocks would hit some nice levels here. And then when we're watching for the break of the 9 EMA for a potential break of the downtrend.